All right, guys, today we're back in the bathroom for another beard trim, but we're going to be talking specifically about tapering the sides and maybe get into some more advanced tapering techniques. All right, so stay tuned. Hey guys, Bryan Haywood here from Beards and Banjos YouTube channel, where we talk about tips and tricks for your beard. We do some product reviews, we do some special things. We started a beard advice series where you guys can send in pictures to me at the email address below and an idea about what you're looking to change up or what kind of advice you're getting. And I will take a look at that, and within a couple of weeks, usually is the way it's been lately, you'll be featured in your own beard advice series video, where we kind of use it as a platform to go over some tips and tricks that we all can learn from. All right, so the last time I did a beard trim, I videoed it for you, kind of showed you the whole process. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to just kind of talk mostly about tapering the sides, and you'll find that you really want to do some tapering on the sides, and the shorter the hair is right here, the more you need to kind of be up on your tapering game and kind of get everything to blend in a little bit better. All right, so we're going to start out with sorry about that. We start off with our Brio Beardscape, and I usually start with a 6 because I'm still relatively new at this as well. But this is kind of the hedge trimming idea. I've been doing it for a few months. But the hedge trimming idea is where you go straight down on it. Okay, so you just go straight down. That's going to get some stuff, and then I usually switch to a 3. Okay, and then that goes a lot closer in. And don't go quite as high with that, being very careful the whole time. Anytime you're using clippers, guys, you got to be really careful. All right, so you go through, and then I would say if you have anything a 2 or less for right here on where your hair is, you're going to need to go a little bit further with your techniques on fading in your sideburns there into that. All right, so a couple of suggestions I'm going to get to in just a little bit. All right, but I just got back from getting my hair cut. For a few years there, I would cut my hair myself. And just kind of buzzed everything. I think I would do like a 2 on the side and a 4 on the top kind of thing. But you can't blend your hair, fade your hair very well. So once I started growing out the beard, I wanted a little bit more contrast. So now, so I can get a tighter fade on it, I do go get my hair cut professionally. I would do it myself if I could take my head off and so I could fade it, but I can't really get to it very well. It's kind of awkward trying to get the mirrors and see everything exactly like you want it. So I just got back. I always do my beard trims myself though. So I'm going to start with the Brio, which you saw me do last time, and then we'll be back and talk about some more of the advanced tapering ideas. All right, here we go. Comb that out, brush it out in this case. I'm going to take a look at everything so far, and it's looking pretty good. By the way, you want to really listen to how much hair is coming off. So it's about you're kind of feeling what's going on, you're hearing what's going on. You can actually see the hair coming off some, but some of you guys may say, I don't see anything happening. All right, let me show you. Let me see if I can take this camera off here. Just to show you, this is what's come off just from what I just done. Okay, so it's definitely taking some things off. All right, so hold on. The other thing I wanted to mention is about the controversial topic of do you put products in your beard before you trim it? I kind of can see both sides of the argument, and I usually am a fence sitter. I kind of usually find a happy medium. So what works for me, I've had good success with, is I style my beard normally at the beginning of the day, just like I always do. So put whatever products I'm going to put, and then usually I wait all day long while I'm working. I come back from work and I usually trim my beard in the evening after that. Don't put anything fresh in it. I don't get out the hair dryer again or anything like that, because that's going to let me see kind of at the end of the day what are my problem areas, what's sticking out more, what needs addressing, and I kind of just do it that way. So yeah, there's product in my beard from earlier in the day, but I don't do anything fresh, and it seems to work for me. All right, so if you guys will hold tight, I'm going to stop the camera, and what I want to do is to go and finish my beard trimming to the bottom edge. A lot of times if I bring up the bottom of it, it makes, you know, this part kind of seems like it's sticking out more. By just taking down what I've done on the sides, it makes your beard look longer. So that's why I always wait till after I get a haircut to do a beard trim, because I think my beard's fine. I get a haircut and then this seems like it's sticking out a mile long. Well, now I've trimmed the sides, trimmed the edges, and now it looks really long at the bottom to me, from what I'm usually used to using as far as my length on it. So let me turn the camera off. I'm going to kind of fix the bottom of this thing, and then we're going to come back and talk about some more tapering, blending ideas. All right, so I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. I just basically just took the stragglers off, cleaned up with the lines in the front and then on the side and then the back lines, and then kind of redefined my cheek lines just with the axis trimmers like I did in the last video. But I did that just because I wanted to kind of see what the final product is looking like as far as how far things are sticking out, how low my beard's going on my face and my neck. And now I want to address these just a little bit more. So what I've done is what you saw was going with the 6 and then a little higher with the 3 with the Brio Beardscape. But if you look, you can see it's quite a bit darker here than what I have up on top of my with my hair up here. So I want to blend that a little bit better. So I want to get into maybe some advanced ideas or some things that you may not have thought of to try. One of them is to have a clipper comb. And this is a little bit different than traditional combs because it is meant to be used with clippers. So instead of another comb where it kind of goes from really small and kind of it gets wider as you go front to back on it, this one stays the same. And you got to be really careful because it's thinner than you think. This has it's basically the same as a 1 guard. So some ideas you can do with that is to go in and then pull this out, and you've got this angle on it. So instead of having to take your clippers with a different guard and go 1 guard and then go up higher and then get another guard and then try to get the lines out, is you can address some things this way so it can taper pretty quickly and you can set whatever angle you want. Once again, be careful. If you put it flat against your skin and do it, you're going to have a 1 guard. And you can take a lot more off than you wish. But the whole idea there is to put it in your hair there and angle it out however you want. Okay, you can do that even down here further, wherever you need to angle that. You can do this side. Okay, you can see that hair sticking out. So I could take this and then I would just take the clipper and just zip it right there. Okay, and I've done that a lot. In fact, let me do that now. So I've got a good angle on it, and okay, just getting a little better blend. Okay, so that's a really good technique to get a better blend there quicker. You don't have to worry about fumbling around with so many guards, and you can see it's starting to look a little better. All right, and I'm not going to take this down to a 1. It's not going to be this short, so it's still going to be a little bit of contrast there in color, as you see. But when you start pulling on it, now I can't grab this at all. Sometimes if you you only use the Brio going down like I had it, you're just getting the hair that's on top. but there's some hairs down below that when you pick and grab, there's hairs closer to your skin that go down further, and it's just not as precise as some of these more advanced tapering methods. So the clipper comb, angling out the comb, you can get a good blend that way. I mean, that goes pretty quickly. And then the other thing is, if you've got your guard and your clippers, I'll put the 6 on for right now just to kind of experiment. But instead of going down, as you can go sideways, the more that you turn this clipper around, the more hair you're going to take when you go with it. So instead of going straight down, if you want to just try to get this top edge, you can just angle it just a bit, a 45-degree angle. You can actually angle it out kind of like I had the clipper comb if you wish, especially if you're going up with it. Okay, so all kind of things you can mess around with there. So just a few of the tapering, more advanced methods of tapering, kind of food for thought, give you things to try out on your own. Okay, but you can just go straight across with it, and that's going to, especially if you're going flush with your the little bone there that you've got, or I don't know if that's your orbital bone or something. Anyway, you go straight across on that. If you'll notice, it's kind of got a little angle to it, so it's going to angle out. So let's try that and see if we can get any hair that way. Yep, getting a little bit. Okay, and that's, once again, it's good to use that bone right there on the side, and then you kind of angle your clipper out a little bit. So that was with the 6 guard. I was getting a little bit. Let me kind of brush this out here and see what we've got. And for me, that's probably just about as much as I want to do. But like I said, the other thing you could do is you could start angling up. Now, maybe I'll do this for the video, but when you angle up, you got to be careful. You kind of want to ease your way into it, just kind of with the teeth there just a little bit. You can listen, hear what's going on, and then as you go closer to the top, you can kind of go down a little bit more and get even a better blend. I'll try it. I still got the 6 on, so it shouldn't be too bad. So just kind of ease your way into it, lift up, see if you can hear it taking any hair off. There's a little bit. And then as you get closer to the top, you can kind of press in a little bit more and you get a little better fade. Let's do this side. Easing your way into it. The higher you get, the closer to your hairline, you can press in a little bit more. Okay, sometimes I like to go down a little bit and take a little bit off the top of this line. That usually gets puffy for me pretty quickly. All right, so there you have it, guys. I wanted to share with you some more advanced tapering skills there. So we talked about the Brio straight down. You can also go to the side and then ease your way up on that. You can start changing your clipper guards and get shorter and shorter. And then you also have a really good method here of the clipper over comb. You can get the right angle on that you want, and that'll help get you a better blend there for your sideburns. All right, so I hope you guys have found this video to be helpful, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.